I'm about to clutch my little tinkle and then I'll hide it. I'm so excited and I just can't hide it. I'm about to clutch my tinkle and you can't deride it.
Turn me upside down, pull on my cork, and let's see how much money's deep inside me.
Yes, darlings, that's right. Tonight is the night. Good evening, my lovelies, and the very warmest of welcomes to Sunday Night Live. The heating hasn't gone up again, has it? Went off this morning. Something to do with the boiler freezing up or one of the outside pipes, something like that. No, the radiator's on. I did turn the heating down when I left tonight, so I've come into a bit of a chilly cottage. But yes, welcome, darlings. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you've had the most splendid of days. And yeah, here we are. We're about to wave away the weekend and we're going to welcome in a new week. And what a week it's going to be, because it's going to be my birthday week. Ah, yes. And I haven't mentioned this, but I'm going away tomorrow. Oh, yeah. Little bit of a road trip, little bit of an overnight stay in a hotel I've always wanted to stay in. There are flowers on the table. Check those out. Nicked them from the restaurant. We changed the flowers on the tables today, and they were going to be thrown away. I thought, they might last until my birthday, and I've got nothing on the table. So I thought, I'll have them. Thank you, Sean, by the way, for your message. And yeah, over the next hour, we're going to do all sorts of wonderful things. But most important, well, I mean, we'll go through it. Yeah, community, portable electric telephone, voice notes. I've already got plenty from Mr. Parry. There's a hedgehog of truth coming with me tomorrow. Oh, yes. Uh, should you wish to ask a hedgehog of truth question, and excuse me, I got a bit too enthusiastic and swallowed down the wrong hole. And yeah, make your own jokes about the wrong hole. And we have got a box. And before this box gets pounded, it will get pounded tonight. But before it gets pounded, it's going to get emptied, because this box has got to pay for a hotel tomorrow night. Hopefully, there's enough in there. And I've already seen that some of you have been guessing how much is in there. So I'm going to have a good old slurp of my wine, because I'll tell you straight, I'm ready for this. I really am. Still feeling a smidge under the weather, darlings, but I'm sure that I will wake up absolutely tickety tits on top form. So yeah, I'm going to have a slurp of the wine, and then I'm going to go on to your comments, which are very much the meat and vegetables of this 99 with raspberry sauce that we are currently sailing on the good seas of. I don't know where that metaphor's going. Cheers, your very good health. Bottoms up yours, and above all, a Sunday night, get stuffed. That still amuses me. I'm excited about everything tomorrow. I'm even excited about getting up and having a sausage and bacon sandwich, because that's what I'm going to do, darlings. I told you, I'm going to have a brunch, so that I have an appetite earlier than normal for a dinner if I make it into town. Mm. Oh, well, there was nothing wrong with that. There was nothing wrong with that. I can tell you that for nothing. Oh, there is some bad news. Well, it's bad news for you rather than bad news for me. I don't know how to tell you this, and I can only apologise, but I'm afraid I filmed driving to work again tonight. It's become an addiction. I can't stop myself. I'm not like the man who is addicted to brake fluid who could stop at any time. I can't stop myself. But on the plus side, you are going to, oh, hello, that's hitting the bread basket. You are going to get a break because I won't be able to edit and put that driving to work video up until Wednesday. So you're going to have 2 glorious days without watching me driving to work. What a pleasure that will be for you. One of them's done all right. The one where I helped the stranded guy, that's doing good numbers, still going by my standards, not by a proper YouTuber standards. Now then, here we go. Oh, plenty of comments to work through. First cab off the rank tonight was the one and only Carol C. First in the taxi rank, I'm going to freeze waiting for 5 hours. Oh, God, were you... that was 5 hours ago, was it? Okay. I've liked the stream, says Carol, and it's... she's excited about the emptying of the box. It looks tricky to get the notes out. It is going to be tricky. I'm going to need some form of extraction device. Stratospherian is with us. Good evening, Boaty and community. The lovely M11 is here and is guessing 165 and says, good evening, Boaty and Box. I'm going for 164. So M11's gone 165. I'm going 164. Carol C is going for 159. Peter P is with us. Good evening, Boggs. And the Big Baguette. Good evening, Peter P. Stu is with us. Hi, Stu. Oh, Sean is here. And Sean's being optimistic. Oh, dear old Shawnee. 230 quid Shawnee's going for. And it's a good day when you wake up and there's a Sean video to watch, isn't there? Now, didn't have a session in bed today. Came downstairs and had a session on the table here. Oh, yes, with coffee. That wine is very nice. Stu is listening to Strawberry Switchblade, whatever that is, Peel Sessions. And he had a jumbo fish finger sandwich with mayo and, I never know how to pronounce this, and hot sauce. Oh, Sean. And then I'll tell him the box hire fee is 200 quid. Boaty don't do taxes, Sean says, Stu. I bloody do pay tax. I pay tax in 3 different countries, darlings. I pay tax in America, the Republic of Ireland, and the United Kingdom. So don't talk to me about tax. Richard is with us. Good evening, Boaty and everyone. Hope you've all had a good day. There's a bit of chatting going on there. Paul Birch is with us and says evening all. Jolly good evening to you. Barry's here, that guy from SETI Alpha 5. Hello all, how are we? We're okay, how are you? The snow's starting to melt in Missouri, according to Barry, and he's on his Jack Jones as Karen is working again. Well, I tell you what, so much for the big bloody thaw day today. Right, now, admittedly, it might have got above 0 for a little part of the day. Not much, but there's been sod all in the way of thawing, really. And when I went to work, it was -1. When I left work, it was -1. So I don't know what happened to the 3 degrees that we were promised. Oh, what do you call the 3 degrees with sex toys? Wet, wet, wet. There you go. I'm here all week, folks. Tell your friends. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So it's still bleeding cold and there's still snow and ice everywhere. I wanted to wash Officer Crabtree's windows. I forgot to clean the inside of the windscreen. I'm going to have to. I had the stuff ready to do it. Mustard's gunk, doesn't have to take some rubbing off, I can tell you that. So I'm going to have to do that in the morning. And it was ridiculous. It was like a bloody Benny Hill sketch. I'm trying to wash a car whilst balancing on an ice rink. How I managed to stay on my hind legs is beyond me. I will admit that it was -1 when when I left the restaurant. Halfway up the hill, it did go to 1 degree above zero. So maybe we're going to get the thaw over this night. Now then, we've got plenty to come from the good Mr.
All right,
Parry.
sir. Hope you had a lovely day. I hope it goes well tomorrow, sir. And I don't think I'll be watching tonight, sir, because I've got a headache and I feel a bit shitty again, sir. But I'll send you a few photos of my dinner. I had a full English breakfast anyway, sir.
Oh, nice.
And I'll send you a picture of my roast dinner.
Yes, I've got
followed
that.
by a treacle sponge and a posh coffee, sir.
Oh.
And I'm just chilling out and mostly doze off, watching Freddie Star when he's the rude one, sir.
Freddie Star.
Stand up. All right, no problem, sir. Thank you very much. And I look forward to watch the live stream on your birthday, sir.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that too. I have got a Freddie Star story. Not that I knew him. He lived in Studley, where I used to work when I was a student. That's where the pizza place was that I used to deliver pizzas for. But I never met him. But his wife was my first girlfriend. There you go. That's my Freddie Star. Well, one of his wives. He had a few, didn't he? What else have we got from Mr. Parry?
Here's my lovely roast beef dinner.
Oh, yeah. Lovely indeed. And what's this? Oh, I see. It's Freddie Star. Okay. Oh, now we've got a message from Simone. A voice note from Simone. And I don't think I can play this yet, because if it's a if it's a pound your box voice note, I can't pound it yet. I've got to empty it first. So I'll hold that one back, Simone. We have got one from the M11.
Good evening, Boaty and lovely people. I thought I'd leave a little voice note because others do, so I thought, why not?
Why not, indeed?
Right, so what shall I say? Well, what did I have for dinner? I had smoked salmon and cream cheese bagels.
Ooh.
The bagels had seeds on top
Oh.
for extra protein and goodness.
Yeah.
So that's what I had, yes. I didn't take a photo because it didn't look particularly beautiful. What else have I got to tell you? My wrist is still hurting rather a lot,
Oh,
but I
dear.
don't think it's broken. But yeah, it's a very important hand of mine that has been damaged. So I hope it gets better soon, because there are things that I'm struggling to do with a sore hand. My phone is still semi-working, but there's a big penis-shaped black line across the top of it. So, it's sort of going slightly into your head, Boaty, on my screen. So I will need to sort that out soon. Anyway, yes, I think there will be £165 in your box this evening. I look forward to finding out if I'm right. Anyway, good evening. And have a good trip tomorrow. Safe journey. Bye for now.
Right, so Emma can't do certain things with her poorly hand, and I've got a penis shape heading into my head. Also, gosh, it's God, hasn't she got a posh voice? Doesn't she sound posh, our M11? It won't be 165, because unless I've miscalculated, it's going to be something and 4. Because unless I've miscounted, and I did tell you all, if you were paying attention, there's only going to be £4 coins in there. The rest are going to be £20 notes, unless I've got it very wrong. So I'm going 164. Right. But we will find out very shortly. I'm going to catch up with some comments. Simone, my lovely. Excuse me. I do apologise. I've got some... I'm not poorly or anything like that. I've just got some very low-grade, tickly, cough, sniffy, the kind of chill you get when you're pouncing about out in -9 degrees. I'll be grand in the morning. You see. You see. I'm resilient. I'm an old Welsh pit pony. Flowers are nice, aren't they? Aren't they lovely? Nice to have flowers. Now, oh yeah, Barry was telling us that the snow's starting to melt there, and that sent me off on one. And the Casbah getting a new car soon, possibly. And they both want a Jeep Grand Wagoneer. And Barry reckons there's 220 quid in there. Well, you'll be wrong as well, because it's going to end with a 4. Oh, excuse me. Richard is trying to talk his old man into buying a Volvo S80 Executive Royal at the moment with a beige leather interior. Ah, yes, indeed. Jimmy Quinn is with us. Good evening to you. Good evening, Boaty and all, says Jimmy. If you're talking about Mr. Lloyd, he is indeed an absolute gentleman. I am very fond of Joseph Lloyd. I won't deny it. Trisha Alderman is with us. Good evening. Emma's guessing 165 again. Yeah, we like Mr. Lloyd on this channel. We do. We do. We're very fond of Mr. Lloyd. He's lovely. And if you ever have the pleasure of meeting him, I promise you it will be a pleasure. Mr. Lloyd's shapely bottom was on this very chair for a significant number of hours, darlings, and a very pleasant afternoon it was indeed. Didn't film a bit of it. Mr. Tickle is with us. Mark on motoring evening, or good evening to you, you lovely chap, you. Tracy P. Cardiff is going for 123, and that'll be wrong. Pound it like Joe Biden playing dueling banjos. I can't pound it yet. I've got to empty it. And then once I've emptied it, it will get its first pound towards the next thing, which I suppose it's supposed to be a birthday box, isn't it? So should we do the whole year? Should we do the whole year and pound the box for an entire year? See if we can fill it up. What do you reckon? £365 coins, are they all going to fit in there? Now, well, we'll try. And I won't start changing the coins until December at the very least. Yeah, let's do that for the birthday. Now, I'll tell you what, it could be a hell of a birthday next year, couldn't it? I mean, I'm doing the 1p challenge with Monzo. And if I manage to stick to that, that's going to be 670 quid. There's going to be minimum of 365 quid in the box. That's a grand. That bloody hell. That's over £1,000. It could be one hell of a birthday next year. I mean, I was going to say it's definitely 100% going to be Gozo, but if I've got over £1,000 to play with, sorry, I might go to Vegas. It's been a couple of years. Or somewhere else. Who knows? Who knows? I mean, that's a year away, isn't it? But what a year it's going to be. And it all starts tomorrow, darlings, with me and Hedgie going on a little road trip to stay in a allegedly posh but somewhat dilapidated hotel. It'll be a good live stream. I can promise you that much. I'll be on form tomorrow night. You see if I'm not. Steve McDonald is with us and says good evening, Boaty, and a jolly good evening to you. Did I say good evening to Tracy P? I'm not sure if I did, but I'm saying it now. Pound it like the... What? I'm not sure I can say that. Hello, Dumpling, says Captain Mustard, my dear friend. Captain Mustard, Capitan von Mustardo, who's been putting out a bit of content lately, hasn't he? Oh, he's been chucking a bit out. Oh, yes. Hope you're well, mate. Stratospherian is rechecking in. So good evening again. Everybody saying hello to Mustard. Matron, you were right, cystitis. We had that before, didn't we? Didn't we have that last night? Oh, Matron's here. Matron's here. Hi all. Hello, everyone. Hello, dear Matron. Andrew Buttigieg is with us. A very good evening, Boaty and everyone. Ivor Spotty Butty, good evening to you. More guesses coming in. 137 says Paul Birch. It won't be. 260 says Stu. It definitely won't be. Anyone do the no trousers ride on the London Underground today? Asked Steve McDonald. Well, no, I didn't know anything about that. Richard is guessing 167. It won't be. Has Hedgie packed for the trip yet? No, and neither have I. I'm going to do it after the live stream now. Steve McDonald is going for 180. It won't be. Jimmy Quinn is going for 199. It won't be. Simone is here, the lovely Hooked on Classics. Hello, Boaty and all. And Emma says, but if she ever does get it wrong, talking about Matron, you have to pretend she gets it right. Otherwise, she will spanky, spanky, spank. Simone's had a productive day working on the Rover 75, and there's a video to come, you lucky people. Sean the Prawn says, hi, Mr. Boaty. What do you think is the best way to deal with reflux from white wine? It gives me horrible pain, but I love white wine. Get a better wine. If the wine is that acidic, and, you know, bad white wine can be very acidic, then, I mean, I can't really advise you on a medical level. I mean, is it a medical problem? Do you get a reflux from anything else? If it's just wine, then I would suggest drink a better wine. A lot of people are put off white wine because the first wine that they try, or just wine in general, because the first wine they try will be something really cheap and nasty, and it'll taste horrible and give them a nasty reaction. So if it's not a medical thing, I can only advise go for a better wine, go for something dry and mellow. But I don't know really. I probably haven't got much in the way of good advice because, because I mean, maybe your body just doesn't like white wine. Steve McDonald was mopping the water off the hardtop rear window on his TF today. Deep joy. Well, my TF is still sitting there under a foot of snow, the poor sod. Warmer days are coming, says Stu. Yes, indeed. Indeed. Mark on Motoring is waiting for the McGann Coupe to thaw out so that he can do an oil change. Snow's not too bad where he is, but it has been fun out in the truck this week. Indeed. Matron is advising Sean the Prawn a glug of Gaviscon before drinking, or take an omeprazole or similar. No wonder he's got a headache with all that sugar and caffeine. Freddie Starr is a rude boy, says Stu. Never met the guy. My mate's sister was the model who said that Freddie ate her hamster. Oh, there we are. Port out, starboard home, indeed. Emma has a great voice for being Boaty's receptionist, says Stu. Emma has a great voice, full stop. Simone, Hooked on Classics, is asking me if I still own a Rover. And, well, yes, I do, Simone. I own 3 Rovers at the moment. I have Dick-a-Dum-Dum, Sir Richard and Lady Morris. So that's the ex-Mr. Joseph Lloyd Rover 45 V6 connoisseur. I have Janet Jackson, my daily, the Rover 25 L Series Turbo Diesel with uprated interior and wheels. And I have a Rover 216 SE Cabriolet called Yvette Carte Blanche. That's the latest addition to the fleet, by the way. So yeah, I'm still rovered up, Simone. I've still got 3 of them. Oh, 174 then, says Steve McDonald. It won't be, because all that's in there are £4 coins and £20 notes, so it can't possibly be 170. Trish is going for 184. 224 then, smart ass, says Barry. Do you know what I watched in the bath tonight? I struggled to remember what the character's name was, but I finally remembered, and I watched him in the bath. Barjass. If you've never seen Barjass on YouTube, it's worth checking out if you want a kind of 10-minute giggle. I find it really funny. Barjass. The Australians amongst you will be very familiar with what I'm talking about, no doubt. It appeals to my humour because, you know, my humour is that of a 12-year-old boy. Oh, I'm looking forward to the morning. I've got sausages and posh ones. I've got bacon, and it's thick cut. Ha! I've got lovely multi-grain brown bread and nice butter and some mustard. Oh, and I've got posh mustard, haven't I, darlings? I've got my Tracklements mustard. Oh yeah, it's going to be a hell of a day tomorrow. You see if it isn't. Oh, and I've got HP sauce in a glass bottle for my bacon and sausage sandwich with a bit of ground white pepper. Oh, how can it be a bad day when it starts with a really good sausage and bacon sandwich? And it is going to be really good, darlings. I'm going to get up tomorrow morning. First thing I do is, how am I going to cook them? I don't think I can be arsed with the grill. I might just bang them in a frying pan, darlings. Nice and easy. Little bit of, little bit of oil. Start them off. Nice low light. Get them cooking while I have my first cup of coffee. Do a bit of packing because, you know, I might not get round to it tonight, let's be honest. And then with coffee number 2, bosh, bacon and sausage sandwich. Steve is saying 260, and it won't be because there are coins in there. Emma's having a laugh at being Boaty's receptionist. Steve McDonald says, Boaty's got a lovely V6 Rover 45 that I'd particularly like to own. Well, buy it, Steve. Buy it from me. You can have it. You can have it with my blessing. You can even have it without any profit. You can have it for what it owes. There you go. Now, there's an offer you can't refuse, or perhaps you can. Yeah, if anybody wants to buy any of my cars, you're more than welcome to. Things are going to get really busy for me over the next... you can't buy Officer Crabtree. And you can't buy JJ, but you can buy any of the others because I'm going to get really busy over the next few months. And quite honestly, I see my fleet heading in a French direction. I was thinking about it today. The next 2 cars on my hit list are a 3-litre Peugeot 407 Coupe and a Citroen C6. Oh, yes. Hedgehog of Truth question from Emma. Have Mr. Lloyd's bum cheeks been on your table? No. You did me on a Hedgehog of Truth question about bum cheeks that have been on this table, and I gave you the honest answer. There's only been one set of bum cheeks on this table. But I'm not dead yet, and the table is still here, so maybe that will be added to. Mr. Lloyd's bum cheeks have most definitely not been on this table. This chair, yes. This table, no. Well, you see, great minds. Peter P says, Steve, I'm sure they'd swap it for something French. Well, there you are, you see. Hit the like or I'll come round and smash your windows, says Steve. Mr. Lloyd is a Mr. Lloyd, says Michael Motoring, it's a pleasure to be in the company of. He's the most polite man on YouTube. I agree. I agree. The repair I did on Connie, says Simone, has made my engine do a whistle noise. Never done it before, but it sounds cool. I'm on the Monzo challenge too, Boaty, says Steve. Yeah, Sean is as well. And if you would like to do the Monzo challenge, but you don't have a Monzo account, get in touch with me. Use the link that I will send to you, and you will get 10 free pounds to start you off. And I'll get a tenner too. So it's win-win. Why would you not do that? Seriously, if you don't have a Monzo account, they are free, then give me a shout, use my link, get yourself a free tenner. I'll tell you what I did. When I did it with Sean, the Monzo thing, that is, I invested my free money into the stock market, and it did really well. And so that free money is now a parcel that's on its way from John Lewis, and it's being delivered by Every, so it'll get here in about 3 weeks, possibly, or it'll get to one of the other cottages in the village. But seriously, that free money from Monzo, thanks to a speculative investment on the stock market, again via the Monzo app that did rather well, it's now a bottle of posh aftershave that is going to be delivered at some point in the next few days, free. So yeah, use that link. I miss the hedgehog, says Mustard. It should be mine, really. I had to look after that daft caravan. It wasn't daft. Well, if you want him, Mustard, then you can have him. You know where he is. Oh, and Matron agrees. Well, there you are. There you are. As I say, he's here, but if you want him, you can come and get him and buy me lunch because it's your turn. A hospital? What is it? It's a big building with patients, but that's not important right now. Okay, I adjust, says to you, £190. It won't be £190 because there are pound coins in there, 4 of them, so it's going to be a figure ending in 4, unless I've got it wrong. I'm a granddad, says Steve McDonald, but not flat cap or string back driving gloves yet. Jimmy Quinn says 174. Steve's adjusting to 20. Peter P saying, asking if that's a final answer. Neil wants to know if you're going to come to Pride of Longbridge, says Mustard. I told him that you're not actually a car enthusiast, so no. You are quite correct. I am a car enthusiast, but I'm not going to Pride of Longbridge, and I never, ever, ever will. And I can't imagine why anybody else would go. I can't imagine a worse day. I would hate every second of it, from the moment that I woke up to the moment that I went to sleep. And I will never, ever, ever do it. Right? Let's get it out there. That is not me. Now, tomorrow is me. I'm going to drive a car that I love to my favorite place in the United Kingdom. It's going to be a lovely drive. I'm going to really enjoy it. I'm going to stay in a beautiful hotel. a historic, famous Victorian hotel. I'm going to have a wonderful meal in a beautiful Victorian town. I'm going to get drunk and do a live stream, and then I'm going to go and look at some seals in beautiful scenic surroundings. That's me, right? Now, doesn't that sound good? Be honest. That sounds nice, doesn't it? And it will be nice. What Mustard is proposing, and Neil, is to go to Birmingham to spend money that you could spend on a trip somewhere nice, to go to Birmingham and stand in a field all day with a load of sad sacks. Really? Who would do that? You would have to have something wrong with you to think that that was a good idea. I'm not doing it. I will never do it. And I'm glad I've never done it in the past. Sod that. I'm going to Llandudno tomorrow. I'm going to have a couple of days in Murcia, which is southern Spain, next month. And the month after that, I'm going to Malta with Ram. I'm not going to Pride of Pissing Longbridge. Honestly, I'd rather have shingles again. Can't imagine a worse day. I remember drinking a white wine, says Simone. It tasted like vinegar and it was totally vile. Well, it was a bad wine, but there you go. You know, there's a reason. If you think that white wine, if any of you think that white wine is totally vile and tastes awful, then ask yourselves why people with culture and a cultured palate are willing to pay hundreds or thousands of pounds for a bottle of it. A good white wine is a thing of beauty. I concede. Bad white wine, awful, terrible. Avoid it like the plague. One thing I don't do is gambling, says Stu. Oh, God. I do. Well, I did. And I will do again. Aren't all card events just a front for wife swapping, according to Boaty, says Peter? Yep, that and worse. We do the cheap slots in Vegas, says Steve. Get drunk as each drink is $1. Yeah, I mean, you can eat and drink so cheaply in Vegas, and you can stay so cheaply in Vegas. I mean, if you're a crap gambler and you hit the casino floor on a nightly basis, you'll get a free room, free drinks, free food. Oh. But on the other hand, if you're a competent gambler, then you can do really well in Vegas. I always did. The rules are different in Vegas for many games, certainly for blackjack, which is my game, because Americans are generally a little bit stupid. So they have to make it kind of harder for them to lose than we do here in Europe. And it's a piece of pudding to win at the blackjack table in America. The last time I was in Vegas, I told you I set myself a challenge. I only took in cash $200, and I challenged myself to have my entire stay in Vegas just with that $200 stake. That was the challenge. I had backup money, obviously. I had money in the bank and all of that sort of thing. But I only had $200 in cash. And my challenge to myself was to try and have my whole Vegas stay, that one there. Actually, it's the most recent stay in Vegas, that one. My challenge was to do it on that $200. So what I decided I'd do would be that when I went back to the hotel after spending the day, I would hit the casino floor and I would just try to win back what I'd spent that day. So I was starting the next day with $200 again. But it was so easy, so bloody easy. Bear in mind that I do know what I'm doing. I know I've never given you the lessons I promised I would, but I made I made quite a substantial proportion of my income for many years through gambling on a semi-professional basis. I know what I'm doing, and it was so easy in Vegas. So with that $200 stake, the first thing I did was I upgraded our room in the Bellagio to a suite. The next thing I did was I hired a Cadillac Escalade for the rest of the stay, and then I just went mad throwing money at various things. All of the stupid things that you do. We did the Grand Canyon helicopter thing. I drove out to the Hoover Dam. All of that kind of nonsensical rubbish. Well, it wasn't nonsensical and it wasn't rubbish. It was very enjoyable. And I went home with about having thrown money at everything I could think of throwing money at. And having taken out those $200, I went home with, I can't remember exactly how much, but certainly over $1,000. And that was having stayed at the Bellagio in a suite, driven a Cadillac Escalade around. That was quite a nice thing, as I recall. I don't know much about American cars, but that Escalade was all right. I even had a mad evening playing craps with Lynn. Lynn's a male friend, American guy from Alabama. He was married to my wife's best friend at the time. And they came out to Vegas for a few days from Alabama to join us. And he and I had a mad evening playing craps. I had no idea what I was doing, and I still bloody won. I think Vegas is just lucky for me. And had some very good breakfasts as well. I think I lived on steak when I was in Vegas. I remember one night I was craving a sandwich in the hotel. I thought, I don't want to go out for a steak again. I want to go back to the hotel room. I want to listen to some Rod Gilbert podcast, get a taste of Wales and home. And I just want a sandwich and some crisps. And that's what I want for my supper. And I remember going around the whole of Vegas looking for a sandwich that didn't have cheese in it. And I completely failed. I had to have a steak at the Cheesecake Factory instead. Bloody hell. It's a hard life, darlings. Right, are we ever going to... Right, I need to get through these comments. I've got a box to empty. Turn up, look bewildered. Yep, you've got it, matron. It's terrible. Barry's never understood wife swapping or swinging. Well, swap her for a George Foreman grill or something like that. Frank G _05. Boaty, it's been a while. It has indeed. Where have you been? Oh, welcome, welcome, welcome. Stu met the ex-Hubnut partner at a meet. We interrupted their snug and got a real frown. What, you mean his wife? Trade in the 45 V6 for the 306 convertible. Mustard's going for £4,004. Emma's saying, I stand by the 165 quid. I've snuck in an extra pound coin. Right. Oh, that's, Stratospherean's got some advice. A spoonful of 2 BioStroke organic apple cider vinegar in a glass of water. Calm your influx almost instantly. Takes a few shots to tolerate the taste. Regular, God, I can't read that. Barjas, says Ivor Spotty Botty. I love Barjas. It's amazing. It's brilliant. I still stick by Paul Hogan for Aussie humour. Leo Wanker, says Barry. I used to love Paul Hogan back in the day. Robo Barjas. I watched that episode today. I watched that episode in the bath today. Robo Barjas. So, Boaty, says Matron. Final itinerary of tomorrow and Tuesday plans, please. No, I don't drink, says Emma, unless I'm in an Airbnb with Boaty. Yeah, I'm a bad influence. Okay, plans for tomorrow. Well, it kind of depends what I feel like when I wake up and when I wake up. Plans for tomorrow. Plans for tomorrow. Get to the hotel for around the 3 o'clock mark. The website says check-in is from 3. Who's done a nice thing? It's Frank, a £4.99. I haven't been here since the cock candle. God knows how long ago that was. Oh, bless you. Thank you, Frank. A lovely £4.99. Well, call it a fiver. Super chat there. I really appreciate that. Right, hang on. Oh, I've got to get back to where I was in the comments now. Bloody hell, I'm miles behind. Oh, sodden hell. God, how far behind am I? Oh, there we are, somewhere around there. What was I talking about? Can't remember what I was talking. Oh yeah, plans for tomorrow. Right. So the website says check-in is from 3. I've watched a load of reviews, and they all say the website says 3, but they don't allow you to check in until 4, and they won't change the website. But I'm gonna get there at 3, or that's the plan anyway. And yeah, and if I can't check in, I'll just hang out in the bar and chat up some, well, whoever's around there, basically. Now, because of the time thing, thinking about 4 o'clock, I was going to go in casuals and then get changed, have a shower, get changed, blah, 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 ready to hit the town. But I'm not going to do that. I've changed my mind. I'm going to go in my evening apparel garb. And yeah, to save all that pissing about, because there's not going to be that much time. So I'll check in, I'll get settled in the room, then I'll have a roam around the hotel, see what the heck's going on, see what I can film, see what mischief I can get up to. Then the plan is to go into the town for kind of early evening, have a relatively, by my standards, early evening meal somewhere, possibly Harvey's. She's the lovely, I've forgotten her name. I've got a screenshot. Emma told me. KC, I can't remember. Anyway, see if she's working there that night and say hello and try and get one of her tables. Then head back to the hotel. I don't know, bugger around the hotel, make a nuisance of myself. And then it's going to be live stream time, isn't it? Somewhere. Not necessarily in my hotel room. I might start it off at least downstairs. I don't know. And then a live stream will happen and vodka will be drunk and God only knows what will happen then. And then the next morning, Tuesday morning, the plan is to, wake up, get up, and then probably go into town for breakfast, maybe do Carver again. And then go head out to where you can see the seals. I need to check out the nice seal person who leaves comments. Told me where to go, and I screenshotted that, and that's my plan for Tuesday to, I think it's somewhere around Marine Drive. So have a drive around Marine Drive, try and spot some seals, all of that kind of thing, and then drive home, or depending on the time, either drive home or drive straight to the restaurant tomorrow night. It's all going to be a bit whiz bang, in it. And honestly, there are no real plans. Get there, see what happens. That's the itinerary. All we know is that there's going to be a live stream, and well, that's about it, really. This is not a meticulously planned trip, darlings. This is a turn up, see what happens trip. Right, I'm going to need to whiz through these a bit, aren't I? Oh, yeah, that was a good one, Barry. He doesn't shut up. Thank you, matron. Boaty, how about the 406 coupe? I've reviewed the saloon version with the V6 engine and manual gearbox and was very impressed. Well, that's the one everybody wants because it was allegedly so much prettier. I want the 407 to go with the estate and they're better value for money. Oh, who's done that? Steve McDonald has become a channel member. Oh, bless you. Welcome to channel membership. First generation 406 coupe is gorgeous looking. Yeah, you see what I mean? Everybody wants one. It is actually my turn, says Mustard. I'll admit that. You never told me if the brakes improved. They improved a little bit, but they're still doing it. But it's been a while since I've driven it, to be honest. But they weren't as bad, but there was still some issue. And yeah, it is your turn. I look forward to the next time. I do look forward to it. I've missed Mustard over Christmas. Right, hang on. We need to whiz through these. It's bloody hell. It's almost time to finish. We've got to empty the box. Oh, I'm just whizzing through them. Right, that's it. I've managed to successfully ignore all of those messages. So now we can empty the box. Get ready, everybody. Emma says, I can't believe I'm staying up late just to watch a man count some money. Aha, here we go. Here we go. Right, let's get on with it. I'll tell you what, I will set the scene by replaying this.
Turn me upside down, pull on my cork, and let's see how much money's deep inside me.
Right. I genuinely have got no idea how much is in here. That's wrong to say I've got no idea. I haven't checked. I've obviously got an idea, and I think 164, to be honest. It's going to be 144, 164, or 184. It's going to be one of those. Right, here we go, darlings. Here we go. Either way, whatever it is, it's going to be spent tomorrow. I mean, the hotel room is not exactly Premier Inn price. And then throw in a bit of dinner. The car is fueled. Officer Crabtree has the fuel. It's all ready to go. Well, it's fueled up. I've got to top up the windscreen washer. I've got to do the other levels checks. Oh, actually, the oil is electronic. It checks it itself, and that's fine. So I just need to get coolant, top up the windscreen washer. I know that's low. It's telling me. It's one of those cars that nags you. I do love it, though. I do absolutely love it. Right, here we go. Emma's still going for 165, and she is still wrong. Here we go, darlings. Let me show you. This is going to be awkward because, right, you've seen that. This is the bottom, and that is as far as it opens. That's your lot. That's your limit. Right, here we go. I've got a pen to help. 225, says Barry. No. Because on Friday, I'm sure he did a double pounding. Yeah, that's why it's 4 rather than 3. It was supposed to be 3, but I did double pounding on Friday, and that's why it's now 4. Because I had a pounding instruction from Carol Ann and Simone. Right, here we go, darlings. Hurry up, says Debbie Daydream. Okay, well, that's not coming out at all. Hold on. Okay, this could actually be slightly awkward. Now, scrub that. This could be very awkward. I can't get anything out. You can't have 164, Emma. I had that. I need something thinner than a pen. Scissors. That could do it. Scissors. Oh, chopsticks. Good idea. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Ha 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 ha. Oh, what's this? Oh, help me out. Move the candle, we can't see. And maybe a fork would help. Well, a good fork never hurts, does it, Sean? Here we go. That's the first £20 note. Sean, your box is not easy to access. One, two. Right. 4 £20 notes. So that is £80 there. Oh, here we go. £3. Oh, £4. Right, so we've got 20, 40, 60, £80 there. We've got 4 of the King's pounds there. Can you see? Oh, shit. £4 there. Right, let's see what else is in there. So that's £84 so far, right? God, this is exciting. I'll say it again, says Peter P. 144. It's Welsh. It's tight, says Barry. Tweezers would be best. Sean's box is sticky. 84 quid only. After all that, I haven't finished yet. So we've got 20, 40, 60, £84. £104. £124. £144. £164. And that's it. That is it. The box is empty. Which means that I kind of won. No, not a thing in there. You can see the slot. You can look through the slot. That is totally 100% empty. I'll get a finger in. Sorry, Sean, I'm getting a finger in. I do apologise. Didn't even buy you a drink first. That's it. The box is empty. And we have got 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 4. So the final total is 164 of the King's pounds. You're all going to think I cheated, and I promise you I didn't. I just kind of worked it out a little bit. Oh, there we are then. And having emptied the box, we can then close the box, and we can now pound the box for the first time for next year. So let's have a look. Right, so hopefully the voice note from Simone is a box pounding note.
Hello again, Boaty.
Hello.
Don't forget to pound your box if you've been rudely awakened by the bin man and he was emptying your bins.
Oh, you've done that one before. That's a repeat, but we'll take it nonetheless. Right, well, here we go with the first box pounding of the new season, which will leave us £163 for spending purposes tomorrow. So here you go, the start of a new epoch. Is that the right word? Whatever. Oh, there you go. One little pound, and that is all that's in there. And if you're really sad, you might want to keep an exact record of everything that goes in there, so that you, like me, can guess the correct amount 1 year from now. Ah, blimey, that was fun. Boaty won't allow me to win because he cannot stand to be beaten by me. Well, you've never beaten me. So guess who got it right? Boaty himself. Well, yeah, admittedly, but then I listened to my own advice. I did tell you it ended with a 4. I told you it was going to end with a 3. Then we did the double pounding on Friday night. So I told you it was going to be a 4. I didn't cheat, Emma. Emma won. Well, if I'm not allowed to be included, then yeah, Emma did. Simone, you were close with 169. Oh, enjoy it, Boaty. You genuinely deserve it. Well, I kind of do, Richard, because it's all my money at the end of the day. This is money I've saved. It's not, but thank you. I appreciate it. Look at all those. Look at my wad. Oh, Stephen S. Paul joined us in the middle of all of that. Oh, dear. Those plastic notes aren't as satisfying to count as the old cotton ones, says Richard. £164, not bad. You can't complain. The Greece trip is on. What Greece trip? That's a new one on me. Well saved, Boaty, says Maitland. Thank you. Mustard says 163. I bet Boaty had a wad on him years ago, big enough to choke a donkey, says Richard. I always used to carry a, yeah, I always used to carry a shed load. The rule used to be that you always carried a minimum of £1,000 in cash, wherever you were at any time, because you're not a car dealer if you haven't got £1,000 in your pocket. Oh, and now everybody's saying good night. Don't wish me happy birthday yet, Steve or anybody else. My birthday is on Tuesday. The trip starts tomorrow, but my birthday is actually on Tuesday, so midnight tomorrow is going to be the time to do the birthday bit. I did beat you, says Emma. I got many more views on my Slandered No videos than you did. Absolutely, I can't argue with that. I can't argue with that. Okay, Emma won. Emma won. She was close with 165 and she did alter it to 164. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60. Well, you know, enjoy it while it lasts. It won't last long. That and more will very definitely be spent tomorrow. Yay, it's Sex Pants Christening Day. Well, it is in the sense that I'm going to wear them. I will be, yeah, official announcement, I will be wearing my sex pants tomorrow when I drive to Llandudno. But, you know, that just means a triumph of expectation over reality or something like that. Happy birthday, Eve. Thank you. Working on your birthday, bugger, says Andrew. It's a double bugger. I'm not just working on my birthday, I've got to feed them all. Stupid Nepali culture means that because it's my birthday, I have to pay for a party for everybody else. Not like us, when you're the birthday boy and you get presents. I get fuck all, but I have to throw a party for all of them. I have to give them all food and drink. Oh dear. Thanks, Boaty. I wore you down in the end. Enjoy your trip. Thank you. I never knew your birthday was on Tuesday. You never said Debbie Daydream. No, I have kept it secret, haven't I? Right then, darlings, I am going to get off now and I'm going to start packing my suitcase for tomorrow's trip. I will be back tomorrow night, but I'm going to be in Llandudno in the Grand Hotel. So do join me if you possibly can tomorrow night. Thank you for voice notes, says Simone. Oh, is there another one? Oh, right. Yeah, sorry, I didn't see that.
It was slightly modified. Last time he wasn't emptying your bins.
Oh, well, I beg your parsnips. Oh, it's the same birthday tradition in the Philippines. Oh, well, there we are. So, oh, thank you, Frank. Don't forget your emergency pottering case. Again, a triumph of hope, expectation over. But yeah, why not? Right. Thank you for your company tonight, everyone. Thank you for God knows how many days worth of box pounding advice. Oh, it's nice to see it. 163 quid. Blagger breakfast, says Richard. It might come to that. It might come to that. If I can't be asked to go into town for breakfast on Tuesday morning, I might try and blag a hotel breakfast. Why not? Oh, lovely. Thank you so much for your company, darlings. And thank you for sharing my excitement over my silly little solo, well, with Hedgie, birthday trip. And yeah, let me wish you all a safe and peaceful night. Let me wish you all a great day ahead. I hope there's some joy to be taken from it. And take really good care of yourselves. Take care of those that you love and who love you. Now then, the candle, which I will put in the correct place now, the candle will be relit on Tuesday night at same time, 11 o'clock. I've got a couple of cards and a couple of packages to open. And oh, what was that? Hold on. Oh, that's very sweet. Oh, hang on, it's going to load up. Oh, thank you, Steve. Have a birthday beat on me. A tenner to the old PayPal. That's really kind. Thank you. So, yeah, Tuesday night the candle will be relit, but tomorrow night I am going to be in, well, sorry, me and Hedgie We are going to be in the Grand Hotel Llandudno for a very special birthday eve live, rolling into my birthday. There's going to be vodka, and no doubt it's going to be great fun. So please, please, please join me if you can. In the meantime, just thank you so much for being you and for being there and for being wonderful. Join me if you can tomorrow night. In the meantime, much love from me. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. In Llandudno. Oh, can't wait. And the Great Orme. I'm so excited. I can't tell you. I've been trying not to get too excited, but I am. I am excited. So, yeah, on that note, Pachu, and indeed a Grand Hotel tomorrow. It's not a Grand Hotel Bosh, it's a Grand Hotel tomorrow. Bosh. Good night, darlings. Thanks again.